right, WPPI 2015. We are on the floor with Nikon and Lindsay here. We're going to go over the Nikon 7200. It's a D7200, and it's brand new, right?
It is brand new. It was just announced over the weekend.
Over the weekend, so brand new. Like
it really is. It really is. So it's the first premiere of the camera was actually right here at WPPI.
Awesome.
So we're really, really excited about it.
So tell us what makes this a game changer. What's new about this? What's different from what you already have out there?
Okay, so we've got a camera called the D7200. First and foremost, it's a 24 megapixel camera, so it's got really high resolution, right?
Yeah.
But to top it off, we've removed the optical low pass filter in the camera, so that when you shoot with a Nikon lens, you're getting the pure sharpness coming through the lens, hitting the sensor for the finest details possible.
Excellent.
Camera's got a really wide ISO range that you can shoot from 100 ISO up to 25,600 ISO. I mean, just a couple of years ago, you couldn't go past 3,200.
Yeah.
And here we are talking about a camera that goes to 25,600 in its native state. So imagine what's going on here at WPPI. The wedding and portrait photographers are loving this because they can shoot all aspects of a wedding, from the portrait session, indoor, outdoor, high ISO, low ISO, just a wide range to shoot in.
Sure. Now, is this camera a crop or a full frame sensor?
We call our sensor the DX Sensor, which is you refer to as a crop sensor.
Okay.
And it takes all of our DX lenses. What's really great about our Nikon cameras is, in addition to taking the DX sensor specifically made for the DX sensor, it can use every single AF lens we make. So full frame, DX, AFS, etc. Really cool idea, and a lot of people will do that.
Excellent. And where do you see the market for this? What shooter would buy this?
This is a high-end enthusiast type camera.
Okay.
It's also for, in this industry here, as a second body to someone shooting maybe a D810 or a D4S. We see pros shooting the camera because of the form factor of the camera, and there's some really cool other smart features in the camera. One of the things the camera can do is shoot really high speed, 6 frames per second. Well, the D7200's got a new expanded buffer in it, so that you can shoot 100 JPEG shots and a high amount of RAW files, 27 RAW files. I can't remember exactly if it's 12 or 14
keeps up right with the
but it's unbelievable. And the other thing that's really, really neat that I love, it's got built-in Wi-Fi and built-in NFC. It's the first Nikon digital SLR
I wish
with
my camera
near-field
had built-in Wi-Fi.
That's really cool. You know, I was talking to one of our great wedding photographers here, and they said, why would I even want to do that? And I said, imagine you've just got this beautiful shot of a bride at a wedding, and now she's talking with a friend or a grandparent or something, and now you see that shot, you tag it, you send it to your smartphone, you send it over to the bride's smartphone, and now she's got what you just did for an instant reaction. I mean, that's really a cool idea to do.
Powerful.
That. It's at the moment, it really is.
And why not have it in there? It's a great feature, it's a great new tool. Just, you know, everyone needs to embrace it, I think, and put that stuff in there.
That's for sure. Now, of course, you know, today's Nikon DSLRs also have a great video feature set. You know, we've seen that migrate from D800 series to D4 series, and now that migrates up again to the D7200. So we've got a whole host of new features. For instance, D7200 becomes the first Nikon DX DSLR to have built-in time-lapse photography. So you can shoot up to 9,999 shots. The camera will produce a time-lapse in camera and give you a .mov file. And we've got this thing called exposure smoothing that we put on our D4S and our D800, our D810, and it's got that as well, so that in between the shots, as it's building the time-lapse, it equalizes the exposure, so those transitions from day to night, night to day, inside to outside, whatever it might be, are really silky smooth. It's also got a highlight display, so that you can see zebra stripes when you're recording your video, so you can adjust the camera better. It's got improved audio sound adjustments in the camera, and a whole host of other features like flat picture controls, clarity added to the picture controls. So a really robust upgrade from the D7100 to this camera, which is really a fun thing to see, how cameras migrate and progress over the years.
So that was my next question. So for a 7100 user, this would be the next step that they would be jumping into.
I would hope so, but you know, a lot of people don't just jump, you know, from one model to another.
Sure.
I look at this as like if we have D5000 series users, they might want to upgrade to this.
That's a big upgrade.
It really is. People with older generation cameras, I hope you're listening to me out there. Those of you who've got your D80s, your D90s, your D100s, all fantastic cameras for their time. But Today, 24 meg with the performance that we have in these cameras, the high ISO range, the other features in the cameras, it really doesn't compare. I see them going to a camera like this. And like I said, you like someone who's got a D800, a D4S, a D3, they might want that second smaller body, dedicate a wide zoom or something like that on there. It's ideal to do that. It's really ideal.
So when is this coming out? Do you have an expected date when it's going to be
released? The end of the month.
End of the month. So you're right on top of that,
March,
then. It's going to come out.
The end of the month, it's cool. It'll come body only. Right now I've got the 18-140 on there. You can buy it with the 18-140. So it's cool.
Do you have a price point for it yet, or projected price point?
Yeah, it'll be $16.99 with the 18-140, $11.99 for the body.
That's not a bad price point.
Check all the great dealers out there. I know you guys, you always promote this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but
we work with B&H and send people over there.
They're all wonderful dealers out there. Just check the dealers for availability. I know they're taking pre-orders now. People here seem really excited about it.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate your time, and thank you very much. Anything else you want to tell them about the camera, or did you cover most of it?
I'm sure I covered most of it, but if you don't know and you want to find out more, go up to NikonUSA.com. We've got all the specifications on the camera. Read about it. If you think it's right for you, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lindsay, and we'll see you real soon.
Thanks.